How's it going, guys? I'm Connor from Running Warehouse, and we are here with our mates from Running Warehouse Australia, and we're reviewing the New Balance FuelCell RC Elite. Now, New Balance is no stranger to the carbon fiber plate scene. We saw the introduction with the FuelCell 5280. It was that elite mile racer. Then we saw the FuelCell TC, more of that performance trainer. Now we've got the FuelCell RC Elite. This is your true elite marathon racer. Now, I've been wearing this shoe for a while now. It all started, I got a prototype about a year ago, and when I first got this shoe on my feet, I knew we had something special here. It just felt so soft underfoot, and it was gonna be a shoe that could compete against all the carbon fiber plate competition. Now, taking a look, here is our final version, the FuelCell RC Elite. What makes it so special is this fuel cell compound. Now, fuel cell is used on a lot of shoes. We see it in the TC, the Prism, the Rebel, a lot of fuel cell out there, but not all fuel cell is the same. The fuel cell we see here in the RC Elite is going to be the lightest and most responsive to date, a very low durometer foam, and it uses a unique process that really helps create that soft and low durometer. That foam is going to work again with the carbon fiber plate. That's kind of the magic with the shoe. It creates that rigid experience, and you feel it on foot. There's only a little bit of flex, but when you get it on foot, it feels so efficient, and it, again, feels like a super shoe. Now, when we look at the stack height of this shoe, there is a good amount of cushioning. It's built for the marathon, so there is a pretty decent stack height, but it's a little closer to the ground than the TC. New Balance really was trying to make this an elite racer, keep weight as low as possible, so they did remove just a few millimeters. It's gonna help keep weight down, but overall, again, plenty of cushioning for the marathon distance. Now, moving on down to the outsole, first I want to take a look at this prototype version I have here. It's a very simple rubber design we see here in the forefoot, very similar to what we saw in the TC, but we got an all new design for the final version. You can take a look here. We've got the Dynaride in the forefoot, and this Dynaride is really special. One, it's a very expensive process. Not a lot of brands use it just because how expensive it is to create, and the main benefits are it's lighter and it offers amazing traction. And I noticed that when I got it on foot. When you go through your stride, you can really feel the ground, and just comparing it to the prototype, it just had so much more bite to it, and you feel it as you're going through your stride. In the heel, we've got a little bit of strategic rubber to help enhance durability, but overall, New Balance is trying to keep the shoe as light as possible, so it's just a very, very thin layer. Now, taking a look at the upper, it's so light, so thin, so breathable, and when we compare it to something like the FuelCell TC, it had a little bit more structure to it. It was built for training, but this is your elite racer, so they strip it of anything that's not needed. Fit-wise, very, very snug fit. You know, it felt like a performance racer. When I got it on foot, I felt locked in, felt ready to go. Had no issues with the heel. I've had some issues with other plated racers with a loose fitting heel. Didn't have to adjust the laces much. It was really ready to go on race day. Overall, what am I going to use this shoe for? Most likely longer distance racing, half marathons, marathons. It is fast enough to work for a 5K or 10K, but that extra cushioning really makes it great for those longer distances. I'll also probably use it on workout day. Some of the benefits of these plated shoes are you can go out and just crank out a fast workout and your legs feel great the next day. So I'll definitely strategically use it for some faster, harder efforts. But overall, I'm enjoying the FuelCell RC Elite. It's an amazing shoe, and I think it is right up there with all of your top carbon-plated super shoes. But those were just my thoughts. Nathan over in RW Australia, I know he's been cranking in the miles. Nathan, what were your thoughts on the New Balance RC Elite?
Hey, thanks Connor. So after getting to run in, race in, and review the New Balance FuelCell TC, I just wish they were a little bit lighter. And well, I get my wish because we're getting to check out the New Balance FuelCell RC, which New Balance have ringed out any excess weight and made it a really fast race day shoe, which I'm really excited about. Come for a run with me now and I'll give you my thoughts. So I got to test the RC out for a fair bit, a few training sessions. I even threw it in a half marathon race, and the RC That midsole, the new slightly different midsole compound from the TC. It's really soft underfoot, really responsive when you want to go, really nice combined with that carbon plate. Underfoot with the Dynaride outsole, especially up front, it almost made it a smoother transition underfoot. I felt that I moved from the lateral side across to my big toe really easily. Maybe at slower speeds it took me across a little bit too fast, but especially in the half marathon at race pace, it was fine taking me through, and I didn't even think about it during the race. Up top, again, something I didn't even think about was the upper during the race. The synthetic engineered mesh upper, it just melted away on my foot during the race, and I didn't even give it a second thought. So 2 thumbs up to the upper for it to feel so good on race day that I completely forgot about the shoe on my foot. So I'm not sure if a race day shoe is meant to make you smile, but especially after working hard, but after a few sessions the RC definitely left me smiling. I can't say I was smiling after the half marathon, but for me the RC Elite from New Balance, it definitely ticks a lot of boxes for what I'm looking for from a road racing flat, and especially a more higher stacked carbon plated road racing flat, which we're seeing more of. It was really soft and smooth through landing and transitioning underfoot. It was nice and propulsive on that toe off, and it had enough grip when I was maneuvering around corners, especially on race day. With the RC, I definitely take it from a 10K half marathon race, as I have done, even up to a full marathon. I think it's cushioned enough, I think it's propulsive enough, and it could take you all the way through to that full marathon distance. So the New Balance RC Elite is definitely one to look out for.
Those were our thoughts on the New Balance FuelCell RC Elite. If you're looking to get this shoe on your feet, it's available now here at Running Warehouse and Running Warehouse Australia.